You look at what they're doing now, the economic fundamentals are completely different. But does stimulus work? Is it a good thing for the economy? Should we find the positives in the tax bill that was just passed?
Well, I hope we can find some positives in that tax bill. I think the context, as you say, when we're teetering on the edge of a depression, the case for how do you, on the monetary policy side or the fiscal policy side, keep the economy from cratering is totally different than if the new president comes in with the lowest unemployment rate a new president has inherited in, I think, about 50 years. You got to just be a little mindful of what are you trying to do, and would you be able to generate jobs in the same way.
What did you learn when you passed the 2009 stimulus bill about its effects on the economy, how quickly it worked, how well it worked? Should we anticipate a lot of economic jolt from this bill in the short run?
Well, there's two parts to that. The first is the stimulus bill of 2009 was a huge bill and embodied a bunch of things, and some of them were fast-acting relief, and some of them were slower than what was anticipated or what we wanted them to be. I think perhaps some of the lessons would be the infrastructure and the long-legged type things were not near as fast as they weren't anticipated to be the year that it passed, but even with the expected lag, they took longer to ramp up than we thought. And the argument about tax cuts, that if you just put them straight into the paycheck by changing withholding, and people don't receive a check, that will they will get the money and they will spend it and it will be stimulative. I would be a little careful with that. That was the same thing that we did in 2009, 2010. And if you remember, the argument then became, well, how dumb was it not to have sent them a check, because they didn't even know they got the tax cut, so no one spent it. So I wonder, hearing the same arguments now, obviously it's a different economic environment, but I wonder about that part.